our speakers today as they focus exclusively on SDG11, making cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable, and how SMEs can contribute towards achieving this global goal by 2030. To start with, we have a very special person with a keynote address. To deliver the keynote on SDG11, we have with us Ms. Wendy Alexander. Ms. Wendy Alexander is the CEO of Inspiring Decisions LLC and the founder of the Global Success Society. She is a cross-cultural consultant, award-winning best-selling author, and international speaker. She helps women CEOs in corporate organizations culturally immerse, collaborate, and scale globally while making meaningful connections worldwide. Wendy provides you with the tools you need to succeed, such as business consulting and cross-cultural training, not to make cultural mistakes. She has a business footprint in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Zambia, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, London, Kuwait, Ghana, Kenya, Zimbabwe, Ethiopia, India, to name a few. She lived abroad in Dubai for several years, where she provided business training and consulting services. Wendy has over 20 years of business experience, including nonprofit organization and management. Let me invite Ms. Wendy Alexander for her keynote address.
Wendy, thank you so much for that introduction. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so honored, as always, to be a presenter here. My name is Wendy Alexander. And so today I just want you to sit back and I want you to relax. And I hope that you're in a position where you can just absorb all of the amazing information that you're going to receive today. And so I want to start off with a little quick exercise with you and participate only if you feel comfortable. I want you to take a deep breath in and slowly exhale it out. Now I want you to close your eyes. I want you to visualize a park with greenery, trees, beautiful flowers, children playing in the playground, riding their bikes. The ice cream truck goes by and we hear the famous jingle and we know that there's some great smooth ice cream and the kids are running behind it. I want you to look over to your left to see the people walking to the community bus stop. They're reading, they're sitting listening to music, and they're talking to each other. Behind the bus stop, there are multiple green spaces and community pantries. There are even vehicle charging stations. Now look back in front of you. You see families having picnics with their neighbors. Everyone's smiling. And take another deep breath in. Let it out slowly. Now open your eyes. What you visualized was a safe, affordable, sustainable community. A community where people were happy and they were proud to be part of it. And you didn't have to earn 9 times the rent to live there in order to afford it, to be able to experience it. It may not be perfect, but it's a start. We need to create and to invest in communities like this. Today, more than half the world's population lives in cities. By 2030, it is projected that 6 in 10 people will live as urban dwellers. San Francisco, California, here in the US, is one of the most sustainable cities in the US. With a zero waste program, the city also banned products like plastic bags and water bottles in June of 2021. Dubai has launched a new environmental strategy to boost recycling rates, to meet international standards for emissions and sustainability, to help propel the emirate towards the goal of sending zero waste to the landfill in 2030. But that's still not enough. We need more countries and cities to follow this effort of change. We need not only green communities, but we also need green companies to transform to become greener. Tesla is a great example of a company doing some amazing things. But we need more Teslas. We need more than just Tesla alone. We need other companies to transition. We have made progress, but there's always more that we can do. We have a housing shortage. Kenya, for example, has a housing shortage is estimated at 2 million units, while Nigeria is in need of 17 million. In the US housing market, it's 5.5 million more units that need to be built. How can we solve this problem together? Construction companies, local housing developers, investors need to collaborate to develop housing that is more eco-friendly and affordable together. Public-private partnerships are the most valuable way to address this housing deficit. We have a global obligation to create affordable, safe housing, transportation, and green spaces. We have children who are looking up to us as our future. We need to create spaces that are safe for them, create homes that they can go into that they feel safe and comfortable, to teach them about affordable housing, sustainability, and helping the economy. So today, I would like for you to make a pledge, a promise. And so I want you to repeat after me. I promise to be the solution and not the problem. I promise to have an open mindset to new innovation. I promise to look for ways that I can support affordable and sustainable communities. I promise to recycle in my own household. I promise to do my part. This promise pledge came to me when I was living in Dubai. There was a boy who was about 7 years old. I lived in, I think it was 6-story, I guess it was like a condo. And so he came and he knocked on my door and he said, "Miss, would you like to recycle today?" And I just stood there looking at him and I thought about it. I hadn't seen anywhere to recycle since I had been living in Dubai. And so it was this 7-year-old boy who had started his own recycling company. He had a box and it said recycling. And he said, "I have 3 more boxes outside of my door. And I made one just for you. But I can only give it to you if you promise. If you promise me that you're going to do your part and recycle." I made that promise that day to that little boy. And I continue to help other companies and other communities to recycle. I took the box in my home. I then started to go to different grocery stores and I would pick up the boxes and I would bring it to his home. And then we would go outside and we started making these recyclable boxes from cardboard. And we left them in the reception area for people to grab. And so he created his own sustainable community within our building, which has grown. He is only 7 years old. We learn so much from our children. We need to look for them for inspiration, but we also need to make the promise and the commitment to do better for them. As you listen throughout the day to these amazing speakers, don't forget what we visualized today: a safe, affordable community, but make sure you don't forget your promise. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Wendy. That was amazing. Thank you for opening the summit on such a positive note. The
Thank
exercise we
you.
did was awesome and it did come true. Let's all visualize such a world by 2030, and I promise to do my part. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much
so
for
much.
joining us
Thank
today,
you.
and thank you for all the support you have been giving to GCPIT.
You're more than welcome. Thank you. I'm very honored.